Hi guys, in this week's episode of Taylor Talks Trades, we are with Jordan Thomson from Fairdeal Valets and Carpet Cleaning. You're going to hear his absolute passion for this industry, how he's worked with different mentors, and you're going to hear some funny stories as well as some tears. I hope you enjoy. Alright Jordan.
How you doing, Jamie?
Welcome to Taylor Talks Trades. I'll start where I always start. How did you get in the trade?
Well, basically, obviously my business is car valeting and carpet cleaning, but I did actually start off in a trade for about 3 or 4 months, apprentice joiner, when I left school, but quickly found out it wasn't kind of for me. Got another job with a guy for Bathgate, but again, just wasn't my thing, to be honest with you.
Wasn't feeling it?
Nah, I knew there was something else for me. I just didn't know what. I'm quite a people person. Like I can talk to folk quite easy. I'm quite a confident guy. No issues with talking to people and that. I'm quite confident that way. And I always wanted to work for myself. Yeah. Even when I was at school, I always fancied doing plumbing. I wanted to be a plumber. But there was kind of no opportunities really when I left school. But it just all kind of happened by chance, to be honest with you. There was a guy used to own a car garage in Armadale selling cars, and he put on Facebook and he was looking for somebody to spread chips all over the car park.
Right.
Don't quote me, bank, it was like 30 quid a shift.
Right.
And at the time needed a job, needed to do something, and I went down and I spread about 25 tonne chips on my own 2 days, and the guy says to me, "You're a grafter. Are you any good at valeting cars?" I says, "I'll be honest with you, I've never valeted a car in my life." He said, "Well, we've got a guy who is brilliant and he'll take you under his wing and he'll show you what to do and blah, blah, blah." So I done that. I took the job with him. The money wasn't great, but it was a start basically. And a guy, Bruce, who worked there, who was a car valeter, he sold cars, he picked cars up, he done everything. He took me under his wing and showed me the ropes of how to valet cars properly. And I just picked it up rapid. Like, I don't know what it was. I just seemed to take it really easy. I had an eye for detail. I was able to do the job well. Customers would always comment, like when they were picking cars up, new cars, "Oh, this car's immaculate." And it was actually Bruce that said to me, he says, "You should start doing this for yourself." He said, "Put it on Facebook." I've always played football locally, so I've always had quite a good network of pals kind of thing. And he says, "Put it on Facebook." He says, "You'll be amazed at how many folk will get you to do their car." So that's what I done. I stuck it on Facebook. I went up the road. I'd worked for about 6 months, and then I put it on Facebook, just saying I was going to start valeting cars for the house kind of thing. And no word do I lie, it just took off like a rocket. I was every night of the week. Summertime, I was having to leave work early to go and valet cars, and basically doubling my money.
Yep. So were you still working at the garage, doing that through the day, but then doing your own stuff at the nights and the weekends?
That's right. So I would work, but I had to work till 6. But I would get away an hour early. If I got my work done, I would get away an hour early and go up the road and do a car or two.
You'd probably been wanting to get through it a bit faster as well, because you know you had that workload.
I knew I had the chance to go and make double the money up at the house. So I done that kind of on the side, if you like, for maybe about 4 months or something like that. And then I heard about the Prince's Trust, young enterprise. They were helping young people start up in business. I can't mind how I heard about it, but I definitely heard about young enterprise and the Prince's Trust. So I popped into the job centre in Livingston in the centre and spoke to a guy called Wayne Strickland. And this guy changed my life, to tell you the truth. Changed my life.
What was it? Did they give you belief, or did they just show this is what you need to do? Did they give you guidance? What was the...
Well, Wayne was the agent who was basically assigned to me to get me through the process of the Prince's Trust. So it was quite a big process, to be honest with you. It was business plans, registering as self-employed, business plans, business bank accounts, all that kind of stuff.
What age were you here, Jordan? So
I think I was 19. I was 19.
Aye.
my new wife, girlfriend at the time, was pregnant with her daughter. So it was a big gamble. It was a big gamble, to
definitely.
tell you the truth, mate. It was. But I knew that I could make my weekly wage for my work. I knew I could make that.
Yeah.
I had 7 days to make my weekly wage,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew I could do it. So I knew that it was that I knew the chances were quite high that I was going to make it.
Yeah.
But getting back to Wayne, Wayne actually passed away, which destroys me, man. He died in a car accident. He was a massive influence on me. Oh, I'm getting upset, mate. Sorry.
Nah,
Jesus.
don't worry about it, man. It's obviously meaningful to you.
Aye, that's never happened before. He died in a car accident on the motorway, and like I nearly gave up a couple of times. Jesus.
You're alright, man. Get a wee drink.
I nearly gave up a couple of times. But he kept saying, like, no, I'll get you through this, because it was a lot. So basically I went through the process with him, and I got the loan for £4,000
Yep.
to get started.
And was this, so did you need to do a business plan and then you needed to present to almost a board who says, right, because they've got a pot and they need to decide where that pot of money goes.
That's
so
right.
did you need to say, this is what I want the money for, this is what I'm going to do? That is quite a hard process.
Aye, it was. So I had to sit in front of 4 people at the Livingston College and present up my business to them, basically, and tell them what my plan was. And I obviously got the loan and got kick-started for there.
That must give you a bit of belief as well when somebody goes, look, we're willing to put, I guess it's not exactly an investment, but it kind of is. It says, look, we believe in you. There you go.
Definitely. Because a couple of folk did kind of doubt me. They were saying, like, are you sure? Like, it's Valeting, it's Scotland, there's a lot of rain, there's a lot of snow, frost. But I just stuck to my guns because I knew I'd make it.
Seen that, I've seen you through the years, like for you doing it, like the passion you've got for it is absolute mad.
Aye.
Like, and that obviously is the passion that Bruce and that seen, like when you went in there and started cleaning, they must have went, he's not cleaning a motor, just turn up, clean the motor, can't be bothered. But you were obviously put everything into it. And you still do. The reviews that you get are quite insane, to be honest.
I pride myself on it. Myself on it. I really do. Every single day.
What makes you so passionate about that? Or would it just be whatever you're doing? Or is it something about car valeting and cleaning carpets that just drives you into that? Or?
Good question. I don't know. I think because it's my business and my whole life revolves around about it. It's my whole income. It supports my family, my kids, my wife. So I need choice, but I've no choice. To succeed, really. You'll be the same yourself. It's your name on the door.
Exactly. Nah, that's it.
You've no choice but to be passionate about it and try and progress it to the next level. And when you get to a level where you're consistent, what's the next step? How do you push on for there? To be honest with you, I think that was probably a harder step than actually starting the business up, to be honest with you. Because at the start I had absolutely nothing to lose. Starting a business, I had nothing to lose. I was 18, 19. But then progressing it to then taking somebody on, giving somebody a job, I think that's a bigger challenge than actually starting the business up, to be honest with you.
Every next challenge is as hard as the last. You know, we've got 30 odd employees now, and it's like, it never actually gets that much easier. It evolves, and then it's just like, I think whatever the problem is that's in front of you at that time is just the biggest one you've ever had, and then you need to go through again. And now that's good, man. So going back, so you went through that process, you got the loan. What happened then? So was it Facebook mainly that you kind of were driving this? You got the VAT? Did you went mobile at this point?
Aye, so
because you've took us on the journey there. For you were at the house, people were maybe bringing their cars to you.
That's right. Aye.
You're cleaning them there, but then where did the mobile stint come in?
So I didn't have a van or anything like that. I was doing it in my car, so I had to drive my wife to work in Livingston, and then I had the car until she was finished. So I had to make sure the jobs were all finished, or else she wasn't getting home. She had to get a bus up the road. I done it in my car. Got my wee sticker for Vistaprint for the side of the car, and that felt brilliant. Just seeing my business name on it. The business name actually, it started off as Fair Deal Valets. It's now Fair Deal Valeting and Carpet Cleaning. But I remember I was in Livingston Centre, and I thought there was a business card machine, and I thought, I'll get some business cards. I think it was like a £5 for 50 or something, and it says business name, and I went, I've not got a business name. It's just something that I put on Facebook. No idea where it came from. I just picked it, and I thought, just go with that then. And I remember like getting the cards printed, and they were like nothing like what you would get now. They were just like bits of paper with your name on it, basically. And I was like, but it's still the whole buzz of it all was
Feels amazing
unbelievable.
then,
Oh, of
aye.
course it does. And then even things like getting workwear and
Yep.
like going to workwear that you've picked and designed.
Yep.
Like it's all yours. I don't know. It just encapsulates me, mate. It really does.
That's good.
Hi, of course.
Great to see how passionate you are about it.
Oh, aye, of course.
Because business can be tough, and it can knock you down, like you said. There was maybe a few times you maybe wanted to give up, but you kept going. It can be a lonely place, eh?
Oh,
it can be tough, but you like the passion just bursts out of you, to be fair.
Aye.
So that'll keep driving you on.
I'll be honest with you, and I'm not just saying this. The support I get from my wife is incredible. She never ever moans. Well, she'll moan sometimes, but what wife doesn't?
She might be listening.
But on the whole, the support's incredible.
Yeah.
She knows that when I come back, I've got customers to get back to.
Yeah.
I get time to do that. I get peace and quiet to do
She'll see your passion as well, mate.
Oh, of course.
You can't hide it, you know. So she'll like nobody would hold you back for that.
course.
I'm sure. So
whenever I
that's
want to
amazing.
invest some money in the business and buy a new bit of equipment,
Yeah.
there's never any problems because she understands it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to speculate to accumulate, as they say.
Definitely. So moving on then. So you got the van.
Got the van.
Started going mobile. So what was that transition like?
So started in the car, then got enough money together. Got the loan, I should say. Got
Yeah.
the loan. Had some money myself, not too much, but enough to put in just to top it up a bit. And got myself a van. And I'll be honest with you, man, the van just...
Was this the orange van?
No,
No,
that was before
the
that.
first one.
It was before that. So you had to open the back door with a bit of rope that was tied to the inside of the handle. I mean,
Amazing.
that's what we're talking here. The van was terrible. But you know something, it was my van.
Aye.
And I used to paint it every Saturday with gloss paint because it used to go rusty. So I used to go out on a Saturday and sand it all down and paint it with gloss.
Oh, no.
And I used to be so proud of myself because it was all painted up and it looked cool until the following Saturday when it was all rusty again. But it got me through. It got me through the first year, and it got me enough money together that I could then go and get another van.
Steady approach, to be honest, because
Aye.
you could have went out and spent everything on a van, and then,
Oh, aye.
or maybe you did with that, and then you were a bit reeling with it when you seen the back door was hanging open.
Aye, well that's it. That's what I'm saying. But you know something, it got me through.
You can see the sort of pattern emerging here, though. So you started off, and you basically you worked with what you had in front of you.
Aye.
So you did the overtime, you did the work there, and until you went, I could probably gather that amount of money just doing it for myself. Now my weekly wage could be transitioned. So you did that. You done it for him until you could make ends meet. Then you went out and done it with the car, and then now you got the van. So it's like you've done it in a steady approach. And and although you said you started with nothing to lose, probably through them wee bits actually getting something to lose, you go, maybe I better be a wee bit more steady.
It's a bit more calculated
in business, especially if you start seeing the money coming in and you go, oh, this is great. And sometimes business owners can go and buy big fancy vans or whatever, and sometimes like that money's just not always going to keep reeling in. So I never
outspent my means. I mean, I always made sure I was calculated and like I made sure that I was within my means, basically. What I was doing wasn't going to break the bank or put me in any kind of serious financial problems. I just lived within my means, basically. So that van, I managed to get enough money together to buy another van, which was an upgrade. But you're talking about business and problems and things that can go wrong. The next van I got, never seen one job. Broke down at my front door. If I remember right, I think it was the injectors went, and then it basically just self-destructed on my drive. And
I didn't mean to laugh. Mate.
No, I know, but
I can just imagine you.
Honestly, I was actually in the process of racking out all the back, like putting wood in for like frames and that, and shelves and stuff. And I started making this. I had it ticking over. So I got a bit of painting and that done to it. I got it so it was looking quite cool.
Gloss in this one, were you?
No. I got painted professionally.
For the gloss.
No. But so it looked smart. It was a cool van. It was a Vivaro. But I wish I knew now what I knew about them. Like I wish I knew them what I know about them now. Because apparently it wasn't a great reputation of that year that I had. And the van just started making this horrendous noise. I'm standing in the back of it, and it was like banging away, and I was like, no, that's definitely not right. So I've jumped into the front, and it just self-destructed, oil everywhere, and it just destroyed itself.
You wouldn't have validated that one.
Didn't validate, no. It didn't see one job, and I had invested, I think it was about $3,000, $3,500 in it, and I went, oh no, like and that was basically all the money I had.
And how do you get up for that, mate? How did you? Because that obviously never stopped you. So.
Well, it's amazing how things happen. So, a guy who I know, George, for your area, Armadale, had this orange Transit, and it's the pinnacle because everybody remembers it, man.
That's the one I remember.
It was mint. It was fully reconditioned. It was absolutely mint. ST wheels on it, you name it, all lights and everything. It was like something out of space, man. It was mad.
I used to think it just like, I don't know, like, no the Venga bus, because that doesn't do it any justice. No. But it was just like when it was coming, you were just like, there's that.
It just stood out, and that's probably what elevated my business, to be honest with you.
And it was the colours, the orange and all of that as well. Aye.
That made me to go on from busy to really busy. I became, you're the guy with the van. It was just mad, how folk
I think folk maybe it was an attraction. Like they actually just wanted to get the motor
going
to see that van. Had all the LED lights.
That's right. It was all up and that, and bull bars on the front. There was no. Didn't need to open the back door with a string. It was class. It just had a normal handle, mate. That you open the back door. It was amazing. I've never seen that before. It was class.
How long did that one last? Did that one do all right?
I think I got a couple of years at it, because it was. I mean, this is going to sound mad. The van was about 16-year-old, but I had been completely reconditioned. It was absolutely mint. But my mate George, he took my old van away, the one that broke down. He took that away, and he let me pay him up. So that's obviously pals helping pals area. He let me pay him up every week. I paid him money towards the van, or else I wouldn't have been able to get that van. And then that van obviously
catapulted you.
Of course,
That's amazing.
It did. So fair play to him for doing that for us.
Fair play to you as well, though, because you never gave up. You could have just went, this is a sign, this isn't really meant to be for me. The doors fell off the last one, I've got this one, and this is blew up.
Because that was only a couple of years in, mate. That was just at the start,
it's
really.
It's amazing when you actually think about the amount of things that can happen, because is this a 11-year you've been gone now?
So it's 11 year this year.
11 year, an 11 year, whatever way you look at it, sometimes flies in, but if you look back and you slow down and go through all the bits, you're like, how am I still actually in business?
I know.
Like, a lot of the stories that you're telling me, I'm thinking, we've had that with a van, we've had that, there's always something.
There's always something that happens, but I know that van got me through a couple of years. First person that came to see it bought it, because it just the kind of van it was, and then I put that money down on.
Did you have a lot of offers as you were just progressing? Was folk I want that to buy that van off you before you actually put it up for sale? Because it's quite a showpiece.
People did say, if you're ever selling that, give me a shout. But you probably, just sell it. It's no worries. But I was actually driving a guy I know from Falkirk who was interested in buying it. I was actually on my way to his house. And I jumped into the shop, and this car had been following me for quite a while, and I thought, it's maybe undercover or something, wondering where all these lights are coming from, on the side of the van. And
it's like Mr. T and the 18
probably. So I jumped out the van to go into the shop, and he went, "Hey, mate, your van's minted, are you selling it?" And I just went, "No," but I was, but just something just didn't feel right. I went, "No, mate, I'm not selling it, I'm keeping it." I wonder if he seen the advert 2 days later when I was selling it on Facebook. He must have thought it was that guy all a bit.
He was selling it.
But I sold that van, and the money that I got for it, I put down on getting a brand new van. So the progression there was quite mad,
And see you've got a great reputation, certainly locally, hundreds and hundreds of reviews for what I've seen. And there can't be many folk who actually doesn't leave you a 5-star, It's are they just feeling this passion of you? Because anytime I've used your services, it's like you've just got a buzz about you. It's actually you'll lift a bit of energy into the room as well. So it's it's not just getting your carpet cleaned or getting there is that chat, there is that personable experience. So
I genuinely love chatting to customers. There's customers who I've had for 10 years who are pals, genuine pals. You have a laugh with them, you can talk about personal stuff with them. You're a part with them. They actually look forward to you coming. Because we're at the kind of stage now where it's a lot of repeat customers. So you're going to the same people all the time, whether it be carpets and sofas or whether it be cars, just whatever, or contract work and stuff like that. They're actually there's been times just recently as well, people will say I love your energy. I love your energy. Your energy's good. You come in, you light the place up. And I love that. That's a buzz for me.
That's definitely.
I can't call this work, mate, to be honest with you.
And how can you see this being scalable, or are you no interested to scale it up? Like, I know you've kind of spoke to me maybe briefly about it a couple of times, but
Aye,
you're quite steady,
aye,
and that's been your approach
aye,
throughout
aye.
it all. Are you scared to kind of let go of like that thing that you've built, and
I think
that like
so.
it's your energy, it's your passion? It's like, can you get that into somebody else? Did somebody put that into you? Do you know?
Aye, I mean,
I know you said you kind of, was it Bruce took you under his wing and he kind of showed you the ropes, but he never maybe gave you that passion. Is that, do you need to find somebody who's got that passion about it as well? Is it?
well, just about a year ago, again, just by complete chance, I stumbled on a young lad called Paul, who has been with me for the last year and a bit.
Yep.
And Paul is brilliant, to be honest with you. He gets it. He understands what the job's all about. He's great with customers. I get that all the time. Customers always saying to me, "A great lad, nice and chatty, hard worker, all that kind of stuff." And that's exactly what I need. That's what I'm looking for. He comes to work every day. He's presentable. He hardly misses a shift. Sometimes he does. But
Everybody does at some point.
Of course. The old Monday morning flu now and again. But no, honestly, like on the whole, brilliant, and I'm really happy that he's.
So if you can pour that energy in, you might see being able to take on more custom or expand a wee bit.
Aye, definitely, because he's at the stage now where he can do stuff himself. So obviously, as we progress and as we keep going, he'll be getting put through courses and all that kind of stuff to get him up to the kind of level. So. Aye,
where did the carpet cleaning come in then? How did you kind of venture into that? Because you look like you've taken it quite serious as well. Like you're buying the right equipment that I've seen you on social media, right equipment, right stuff, doing the right courses, getting educated, just.
Aye, definitely. So again, started low, started off at the kind of bottom of the ladder, if you like. But it was a good pal of mine. His dad, he got me to valet his car, so I'm up valeting the car, and he said to me, he says, "You ever thought about carpet cleaning?" And I says, "Nah, not really, to be honest with you." He said, "But I was a carpet cleaner." He says, "I don't mind showing you the ropes." And he says, none of his family wanted to do carpet cleaning, they wanted to do other things. So I says, "Well," he says, "it's for one, the weather kind of put you off. Two, it's a great business, it's a great avenue to go down." He says, it might end up taking out your business. And to be honest with you, it's probably busier now, I would say, carpets and sofas, than what it is with the cars. The cars are just steady. It's basically the same cars all the time that we do. Whereas the carpets, it's kind of scaled up quite big recently, to be honest with you. But he said to me, he's like, "I'll take you under my wing." He showed me the ropes, like, to be honest. I got a kind of mini apprenticeship with that guy.
I think see how, like, so every point that you've had something good happen, you've said to me just by chance. I think I'd like to say to you, that's no by chance. It is your energy, mate. It's your passion. It's your enthusiasm. Yeah, you're showing up in the right places with the right energy. Like, these chances come. Like, so you've got to think, like, it's not just luck, and it's almost the harder you work, the luckier you get. And that's what's actually happening to you. So it's like, if you can channel that, well, I don't think you could. I don't think you're no channeling the energy, but I think if you could put that in and probably give yourself a wee bit of praise and a bit of pat in the back and go, "Look, I've just kept showing up for their 10 years and with that passion and energy, these chances will keep coming."
To be honest with you, like, just in the last couple of years, I've learned all about that side of the universe and all this kind of stuff, and I understand that maybe my energy was, or maybe the way I was with people has presented these opportunities. But obviously at the time, I'm not thinking like that. I was just a young guy, you know what I mean? I'd only been in business for about a year when this opportunity arose for carpet cleaning. But genuinely, I didn't realise, like, what goes into it. Like, there's so much that goes into just cleaning a carpet. Like, you need to know what it's made out of, what the underlay's like, what products are you going to use, what chemicals are you going to use, what machines are you going to use, what machines can you not use. Like, there's so much stuff that can go wrong. But this guy learned me all this. He learned me the pH scale. He learned me acid cleaners, alkaline cleaners. He learned me all about everything that I didn't. And I was a bit like, whoa. Like, I done physics at school. I didn't do chemistry. I didn't have a clue what the pH scale was. And he's saying to me things like, "Oh, this is like this cleaner is like 10,000 times stronger than this cleaner," and I'm like, "Whew, like 10,000 times, like, Jesus, like, this can't be used on that." But once you actually understand what it's all about, but again,
It does sound like a real apprenticeship.
oh aye,
And is there apprenticeship opportunities out there for this stuff?
probably no.
Like, can you be an apprentice car valeter as such, or carpet cleaner? No,
I mean,
really, it's going to be like, because that might be a gap in the market for you.
Aye, but I'll be honest with you,
To train people.
I'd definitely say with carpets and sofas, there's probably a bigger opportunity because, well, there's recognised training courses for car valeting, of course there is.
Yep.
But in terms of carpet cleaning, it's just, what I would say is with a car, it's pretty much turn up, clean the car, as long as you know roughly like what you're doing.
Yep.
But with carpet cleaning, you really need to know. You really need to know exactly what you're doing and what you're dealing with and what you're working with.
It does make sense, because probably if you're thinking about, like, a lot of people would clean their own car, so like you could go, it's a touch of DIY, but they maybe no do it because they want somebody who's like you, passionate about it to do it, and they're maybe knows so passionate about it. But when it comes to cleaning the carpet, you're kind of like, oh, I don't want to wreck the carpet.
Oh, well,
know what to put the, what is it, the pH 10,000
on the carpet. Aye, exactly.
Burn the hole in.
And I've seen it. I've seen people, like, no disrespect, but I've seen people hiring like rug doctors to clean their wool carpets with pure alkaline cleaners and destroying their wool carpets, and your thousands. Aye, like, put it this way, I've never had to go and clean a car that somebody's cleaned themselves. Nobody's phoned me and says, I've cleaned my car there, something's went wrong, can you come and clean it?
Aye.
But the amount of times I've had phone calls, people saying, I've just cleaned my carpet and it's either stinking or it's I've done something, something's went wrong with the carpet or the sofa. Can you come and try and fix it? So that happens a lot more. So, aye. But basically, going back to my mate's dad, so he showed me the ropes, and then he actually gave me some equipment and some stuff like that. He gave me some chemicals and that and got me started. But I mean, I must have cleaned my house carpets. It must have been the cleanest carpets in the world, because every other day I was out
just
with,
practicing.
My gran.
It's the only way to do it.
My gran, mum and dad, my mother-in-law, everybody got their carpets cleaned. And it was great because they were all getting their carpets cleaned. And then, but I'll be honest with you, at the very start, again, it's the money thing. It's starting for the bottom of the ladder and working your way up. The equipment I had at the start, it was, to be honest with you, it was terrible. It wasn't great. It really wasn't great. It was very underpowered. I managed to make it work.
Probably made it harder for you.
Oh, aye, definitely. I was still doing the right techniques. I was still doing all the testing. I was still using the right pre-sprays and blah, blah, blah. So I was still following the right methods. But in terms of the machines, they weren't like what I've got now. But aye, like you say, kept building it. And obviously done some training courses and stuff like that. I've done a couple of belters, to be honest with you. I done one just recently that was really good for the NCCA. So the NCCA, they're like the kind of only recognised association for carpet cleaners. Like, if you get into that, if you're in that, then you're professional. People know they're going to get a good job if you're in the NCCA. So I done the training course last year. Past that, the options there for to go into that. I'm pretty certain there's only one other company in Moose Holding who's in the NCCA. So I will be joining it very soon. Good. Like, so there'll only be two, and I'll be one of them. Good. So
long may your success continue, then, mate. Is there anything you'd like to finish up on?
I'd probably say, being honest with you, if anybody's watching this who is passionate about working for themselves and they've got an idea, do it. Just do it.
Good advice.
Just do it, because you genuinely never know what's round the corner. I honestly thought I was destined for a life dead end work for no great money, with no real opportunities, just getting by, to be honest. But this opportunity presented itself to me. Obviously the guy Bruce, I mean, Bruce gave me his old. So you get a wet and dry, like Hoover. He gave me his old one. Just take it. Just go and get yourself started. People like that, you know what I mean? I owe a lot to the guys. I owe a lot to the guys, man.
They'll be proud. They'll all be proud of that. You know, like, there's nothing better. I've gave loads of people opportunities, and when you give somebody a bit of advice or a bit of equipment or something, like, as long as you see them getting that back out into the world in some way with energy, passion, enthusiasm, then you're like, that's fine. You're not looking for a big, massive reward for somebody. You're just going, look, I'm going to do a good thing here, and hopefully that will continue. Well, that's been a pleasure, mate. That was really good. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate it, mate. Cheers.